Okay, now let's have our sample problems regarding major head losses. So let's answer problem number one. So problem number one, okay, oil having a specific gravity of 0.869 and dynamic viscosity of 0.0814 pascals second flows through a cast iron pipe at a velocity of 1 meter per second. The pipe is 50 meters long and 150 millimeter in diameter. Letter A, find the head loss due to friction. And letter B, the shearing stress of the walls of the pipe. Now, so to answer this problem, we have to know first the given values and kung ano yung hinahanap do sa problem na yon. So first, let's try to identify first yung mga given sa problem. So binigay sa atin specific gravity. So specific gravity ng oil is 0.869. We also have the dynamic viscosity. When we say dynamic viscosity, that is the absolute viscosity, that is 0.0814 pascal second. So again, binigyan din tayo ng velocity, or should I say average velocity na 1 meter per second. So the length of the pipe given is 50 meters and the diameter of the pipe is 150 millimeter or 0.15 meters. So first, let's identify. Now, ang una sa mga problem is head loss due to friction. But there are two cases of head loss due to friction. First is the laminar flow, and second, if it is a turbulent flow. So first, let's find what is the value of Reynolds number. So Reynolds number is given yung kanyang mu, or absolute viscosity or dynamic viscosity, velocity, d, okay, specific gravity, that is Vd rho over mu. Okay. From our previous discussion, this is absolute velocity, or should I say absolute viscosity yung mu. So that is 1 meter per second for the velocity. Then diameter natin, binigyan tayo, circular naman yung pipe kasi diameter yung binigay, 0.15 meters times the density of the oil. So that is 1,000 representing the water, no, kilogram per cubic meter, pero binigyan tayo ng specific gravity, 0.869. Yan. Over the absolute viscosity na 0.0814 ng pascal second. Okay. So, resulting unit natin dito ay dimensionless. Kasi nga, we know, no, from the derivation natin ng formula, no, kung natatandaan ninyo, is kapag diniretso natin yung mga values na nandyan or kinonvert natin into their corresponding units, like for example, Pascal, Newton per square meter. So, alam natin na magka-cancel yung mga units at dimensionless yung value ng Reynolds number. And that value is equal to 1,601.351. Okay? That is less than 2,000 as our parameter. Therefore, this is a laminar flow. Okay? Laminar. So, para pag laminar yan, we know that the value of F, pag laminar, F is equal to 64 over Reynolds number. Okay? The value of F is equal to 64. Yan. Over yun sa na-compute yung Reynolds number na 1601.351. Okay? So, idiretso nyo na lang sa mga calculators ninyo. So, para hindi kayo nag-round off or round up, is equal to 0.03. Marami ata itong 9. So, ituloy na lang natin na 0.04 kasi 399, I think 66 ganyan. Or 0.04. That is for the coefficient of friction because this is a laminar flow. Therefore, for letter A, kasi yun yung hinahap sa atin, no? Letter A, head loss due to friction. Ayun yung sabi sa atin, no? Head loss due to friction. Head loss due to friction, therefore, given yung kanyang type of flow, given na rin yung kanyang coefficient of friction, so pwede tayo mag-resolve, no? Using the formula natin na 0.0826 FL Q squared over D raised to 5. So pwede yun, pwede rin naman tayo gumamit ng general formula natin. So, we use both, no, for this type of equation. So, we use muna yung general formula natin. H of F, or head loss due to friction. H sub F, or head loss due to friction, that is FL over D, yan, multiplied by yan, V squared over yan, 2G. Yan. So, medyo ano na to, no? Medyo direct substitute, pwede natin diretso. So, given sa atin yung F, sabi sa atin, F is 0.04. Again, round up ko na. Kasi sa decimal places niya, no, pwede naman i-store yung value, pero pwede mo rin round up kasi sobrang lapit na, no? 0.0399. So, malapit na masyado sa 0.04. Pwede na. Length natin is 50 meters. Ayun yung, or 50 millimeters rather. Oh, sorry, 50 meters nga. Maliit yan. 50 millimeters. Yan. 50 meters. Yan. So, and then over the diameter na 0.15 multiplied by, eto. Sabi sa atin, V squared natin, velocity is 1 meter per second. 1 meter per second squared over, yan, 2 times 9.81 meter per second squared. Yan. So, kapag tinuloy natin itong equation na to, yan. So, again, you may use your calculator na to store value para mabilis. If you want to have a value na hindi nag-round off, no, yun yung ano doon, yun yung catch doon. Dapat hindi siya mag-round off. So, yung value natin ng head loss, and this value is in meters. Meters doon. So, H of sub F natin in meters is 0.0679, I think 6 meters, or kung in 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places, that's 0.068 meters. So, kung millimeters yan, that is 68 millimeters. So, ganun ka baba lang. No, kasi nga laminar yung flow. Ngayon, kung gusto natin gamitin yung formula, okay, pwede naman natin diretso. No, 0.0826 FL Q squared over D raised to 5. Ngayon, ang catch nga na sa formula na to is, hahanapin pa natin yung Q. Okay? The value of Q from this equation, Q is equal to AV. So, therefore, that is pi D squared, so 0.15 over squared. So, squared over 4 times the velocity na 1. So, pag insert nyo pa yan sa inyong calculator, yan. So, pwede namang mabilisan, no, if you want to. So, lalabas yung ating discharge. Kung hindi nyo ito round off, yan. So, lalabas this is 0.01, ayan, 767. Yan, mahaba yan, no? If gusto nyong i-retain yung pi, kasi diba yun yung nabanggit ko na nakaraan, no, na pwede nyo naman din gamitin. So, that is 49 over 10,000 pi. Okay? Again, this is in cubic meter per second. Or, kung gusto nyo i-retain yung in terms of pi, na naka-pi, that is 49, yan, over, I think, 10,000. No, 10,000. Yan, pi cubic meter per second. Okay? Parehas lang yon. No, ay, sorry. Hindi pala, ito, 49. 9 lang pala. 9 over 1,600 lang pala. 9 over, yan, 1,600 pi. So, parehas lang yan. No? Kapag tinuloy niyo yung 1,600 pi, divide nyo, times nyo sa pi, yun din yan, 0.1767. Okay? Meron pa yan, dire-diretso pa yan. So, either of the two. Ngayon, kung meron ka ng value na yan, pwede mo nang i-diretso i-substitute. So, substitute natin dito. H sub F, 0.0826. F, that is 0.04. Length natin, 50. Discharge natin, ito nalagay natin, no? 9 over 1,600 pi squared over, yan, D natin, 0.15 raised to 5. So, parehas lang yan, or baka may discrepancy ng konti kasi nag-round off tayo, no? Yun yung catch sa problem na to. Nag-round off kasi tayo ng ng value. Kaya pwedeng magkaroon ng discrepancy, which is konti nga lang. So, lalabas, ayan. So, ang H of F natin, gamit yung values na nandyan, 0.67935. Ayan, 5 or 6. Ayan. meters. Or, ganun din, magiging 0.06. 0.68 pala to, no? 0.68. Yan, 0.68. Yan, meters. Ito rin, 0.68 meters din to. Napasobra. Yan. So, parehas lang sila ng value. Okay? So, either of the two, no, kung gusto nyong gamitan ng general equation natin, pwede. If you want to use the equation ng circular pipes, kasi circular naman. So, pwede rin naman. Again, yun nga lang, kukompute pa kayo ng value ng ng Q. Kasi kung hindi na, madadiretso nyo siya sa yung formula natin. Kasi pag walang Q na value, isasolve nyo pa siya. Okay? So, parehas lang. Parehas lang yung ating sagot. Okay? So, parehas lang 0.68 meters. That is for letter A. Ngayon, let's solve for letter B. Yan. So, dito na. So, for letter B, ang hinahanap na sa atin is, ito pa rin yung problem natin. So, letter B na tayo. So, hinahanap sa atin is the shearing stress at the walls of the pipe. So, alam naman natin, no, sa letter B, shearing stress. So, kapag at the walls of the pipe, we use the notation tau sub O. Okay? And tau sub O, from our previous discussion, is that is gamma H sub L D over the denominator 4L. Yan. Okay. So, pwede natin siya diretso substitute, no? So, meron na tayong head loss. Yung H sub L is the head loss. D, diameter. L is the length of the pipe. Gamma, of course, meron tayong specific gravity. So, kung diretso substitute natin to, tau sub O is equal to gamma muna. 9810, that's Newton per cubic meter. So, pwede rin naman kilonewton. Yun nga lang, magiging sagot nyo ay kilopascal. Okay? That is multiplied by 0.869 specific gravity times the head loss na 0.68 meters times the diameter na 0.15 meter over yan, 4 times the length which is 50 meters. So, solving this equation, so lalabas, this value will be equal to 4.34 Pascal. Ngayon, kung ginawa mo 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter, that is in kilopascal. So, magdi-divide pa sa 1,000, 0.00434. Okay? So, that is for our answer for T. Shearing stress, no, at the walls of the pipe for problem number 1. Okay, now let's answer problem number 2. So, water flows yan to, at a rate of 200 liters per second through a 120 meter horizontal pipe having a diameter of 300 millimeters. If the pressure difference between the endpoints is 280 mmHg, determine the friction factor. So, for problem number 2, mukhang madali yung problem pero hindi siya madali if hindi natin matatandaan or makakalimutan natin yung mga basic principles on fluid flow. So, first, let's go back a little bit. So, first, we should still remember na meron tayong tinatawag na continuity equation. So, continuity principle. So, alam natin sa continuity principle or from continuity equation that whatever enters the system or inflow is the amount that leaves the system or the outflow. Second, the Bernoulli's energy equation. So, sa Bernoulli's energy equation or Bernoulli's energy principle natin, so alam natin na meron tayong mechanical energies na kailangan or mga mechanical work natin. Okay? Ngayon, kapag ideal yung flow, so wala tayong head loss. If hindi ideal yung flow, meron tayong head loss. Kasi sa problem natin, no, ina-assume natin na meron tong head loss. Why? Because ang tanong sa atin is friction factor. Most of the time, no, if hindi binigay yung ibang parameters ng fluid, just like yung absolute viscosity and kinematic viscosity, madalas to may head loss. Okay? Yan ay in the assumption na sa haba ng pipe, no, tingnan din natin kasi yung length ng pipe. Yung length ng pipe natin is 120 meter at yung kanyang diameter ay 300 mm. So, may factor din, no, yung haba ng pipe. Okay, 120 meters. So, most probably may head loss. Ngayon, ano ba ang formula? Or ano ba yung natatandaan natin kapag Bernoulli's energy principle? Sabi natin, yung kinetic energy, so V squared or V sub 1 squared over 2G. Yan. So, if there are two pipes, no, drawing mo natin yung pipe. O, let's say ito yung ito yung pipe natin. End to end. Ayan. So, okay, so ito yung point 1, ito yung point 2. From point 1 to point 2, so that is V sub 1 squared over 2G, yan, plus P sub 1 over gamma, okay, plus Z sub 1, minus yung ating head loss, okay. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo nasa kabila yan, kasi yung head loss kasi from point 1 to point 2. Ngayon, pwede naman siyang plus head loss kasi magkakaroon ng friction, effect of friction. Ngayon, mukhang dahil may friction effect, may head loss. Is equal to V sub 2 squared over 2G, yan, plus P sub 1 over gamma, okay, plus Z sub 2. Okay. So, wala namang binanggit sa problem na merong pipe or whatsoever. So, ito gagamitin natin. Ngayon, since we are using continuity principle, isa lang ba yung diameter ng pipe sa problem? Kung titignan natin, sabi sa atin sa problem, ang diameter daw ng pipe given sa problem ay 300 mm. So, ibig sabihin, kung 300 mm yan, yung velocity din ng pipe mo sa unang point, okay, your V sub 1 here and V sub 2 here are equal. So, using the equation ng Bernoulli's energy principle, di mo wala na to. Okay? Maka-cancel out na natin. Subtracting both sides with the same kinetic energy head. Ano pa? They are lying on the same line of action. Ibig sabihin, yung gitna or yung consideration natin, no? Just like we've discussed, kung nasa iisa yung kanyang line of action natin, yung Z elevation natin or elevation energy head ay equal or both are equal to 0 kasi sinet mo yun yung datum mo. Ito. If you set it as your datum or kahit sa iba ka nag-set ng datum, equal sila. Or 0, no? Pwede rin. Ano pa? So, may iwan na lang talaga ay yung pressure difference. Binanggit siya sa problem. Ang sabi sa atin, ang pressure difference daw, so let's rewrite this equation. First, ang pressure difference daw between 2 points, okay, nakalagay dito, pressure difference between end points, no, just like in this case, point 1 and point 2, is 280 mm Hg. Ngayon, walang binigay sa atin kasing value or specific gravity ng mercury. And just like in our fluid mechanics or fluid statics, let's assume na this specific gravity is the usual value ng ating specific gravity ng mercury, which is 13.6. So, let's rewrite first this equation. Okay. So, this will become P sub 1 over gamma, yan, minus P sub 2 over gamma is equal to the head loss. Or gawin na lang natin H sub F kasi this head loss is caused by friction. So, friction loss to. Friction loss. Yan. So, friction losses siya. So, meron daw difference, no? Pressure difference. Ang pressure difference is P sub 1 minus P sub 2. Sabi sa atin, P sub 1 minus P sub 2 is 280 mm Hg. Ayan yung binanggit sa atin na pressure difference. Kung gumamit tayo ng pressure mmHg, ibig sabihin, ito ay may kinalaman sa kanyang fluid kung saan siya nag-base. In this case, mercury. So, ibig sabihin, ito dapat ay merong gamma. Okay? So, yan yung ating binabanggit sa atin na 280 mm Hg. So, if that's the case, pwede natin ituloy ito to 280, or should I say, head loss H sub F is equal to P sub 1 minus P sub 2 over gamma na equal sa 280 mm Hg. And the specific gravity of Hg or mercury is 13.6. Again, kung hindi siya binigay, ito ang gagamit natin. Just like water na 1. Ito kasi yung value na average value ng ating specific gravity. And this value, no, para sa kalaman ng lahat, this is the specific gravity of Mercury. So, specific gravity to ng Mercury. So, madali na sa atin to. Kapag meron tayo nito, or binigay, masasolve na natin. So, this is head loss is equal to 280 times 13.6. It will give us a value ng head loss natin. Okay, so if you multiply that, no? 280 times 13.6, lalabas sa atin is 3,808 mm. Ngayon, ano tong fluid na to? This is the head loss, since nilmultiply natin siya sa specific gravity, mm of water. Okay? So, millimeters of water na siya. Ngayon, sabi natin sa formula natin, yung H sub F is equal to 0.0826 FL Q squared over D raised to 5. Ayan. Or, pwede rin yung kanina natin equation, no? Na binigay, no? Pwede rin yun kung meron tayo yung original equation. Pero kasi, dito sa problem na to, mukhang binigyan tayo ng flow rate, ano daw, 200 liters per second. So, magagamit na natin to. Ngayon, alam natin na kapag naluin natin ito equation ito na SI unit, ang resulting unit dapat ito ay meters. So, i-convert na natin to into meters. So, that means this will become 3.808 meter is equal to, ayan, 0.0826 F, ito yung hinahanap natin. This is the unknown. Iba natin yung kulay. So, F, yan, multiplied by L. Ang length natin, binanggit sa problem ay 120 meters. So, 120 meters times the discharge. Ang discharge natin is 200 liters per second. So, para ma-convert into cubic meter, that is, divide natin sa 1,000. Kasi, alam natin na 1,000 liter is 1 cubic meter. This will become 0.2 yan, cubic meter per second na naka-squared over diameter natin, 300 mm, 0.3 raised to 5. So, this will be our equation. So, tip lang, no? Huwag nyo nang shift solve yung inyong calculate, yung sa values niyo kasi pwede nyo naman siyang idiretso, no? So, talagang tsatsagain nyo lang i-type sa calculator ninyo. Okay, kasi nga, pag sinip-solve nyo pa yan, okay, ay tatagal. Okay, tatagal ang inyong solution. So, your value of F, no? F here, dito ko nalalagay. So, therefore, your value of F, based on this equation, dito ko nalalagay sa gilid, no? So, kung tutuloy natin, ito, your F is equal to 0.02 tas 4 na 3 after tatlo, no? 3339. So, this is your answer. So, kung depende sa required value ng decimal places, ayan yung sagot, 0.23339. Okay, so dimensionless yan kasi yan ay factor. A friction factor. Okay, so now let's answer this problem. Problem number 3. So, there's a leak in horizontal 300 mm diameter pipeline. Yan. So, ito yon yung haba ng pipeline na yan. So, indicated yung mga parameters. Upstream from the leak, 2 gauges 600 mm apart. Yung upstream, ito po, no? Ito yung ating upstream. Yan. So, that is 140 kilopascal. Sabihin yung difference ng pressure sa pagitan ng 0.1 and 0.2, ayan, may gauges na nilagay dyan, is 140 kilopascal. Downstream from the leak, so ibig sabihin, ito naman sa kabila, so ito yung downstream, itong side na to. From the leak, 2 gauges, 600 mm apart din, which is P sub 3 and P sub 4, just illustration, show the difference of 126 kilopascal. So, may reading, okay, in between gauges. Doon sa length na yon. So, yan yung setup. Assuming that the coefficient of friction is 0.025, how much water is being lost from the pipe? Gano'n daw kadami yung nawala? So, ito yung leak actually. Yan. Gano'n daw kadami yung leak na yan? Okay, so yun yung tanong. So, in problem number 3, to solve this problem, we have to dictate what will be the final solution na in-expect natin. So, if ang hinahanap sa atin dito sa problem na to ay leak, no? Or how much water is being lost, sabihin yung leakage. So, from this illustration, no, applying continuity, we could say that the discharge at the first system between two gauges P sub 1, P sub 2 is equal to the discharge na dumaan dun sa pagitan ng dalawang gauges na P sub 3 at P sub 4 plus the leakage. That means we have this equation. Q sub 1 is equal to Q sub 2 plus the leak. So, ito yung ating leak. Ito. Q sub D or ano na lang, L na lang. Q sub L. Yan, gawin natin Q sub L. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong discharge na leak. So, this is the leak, no? Or yung amount lost. Okay? Ayan. So, ito yung ating final formula. Therefore, kapag nire-write natin yan, sabihin, yung amount lost or leak, this will be equal to Q sub 1 minus Q sub 2. Okay? So, from that formula, kailangan makompute natin ang Q sub 1 and Q sub 2. So, paano yun? So, ano ba yung binigay sa atin? Given sa atin yung binigay sa atin is the coefficient of friction. If given ng coefficient of friction, para makompute natin ang discharge at given din naman yung diameter, so same, 300 mm daw yung diameter at merong mga given na lengths. So, I think we will resolve using Darcy-Weisbach equation on circular sections. So, the formula that we're going to use is this one. Head loss is equal to 0.0826 FL Q squared over D raised to 5. Again, this formula only applies to circular section. Okay? Circular section tapos SI unit. Okay? Dahil nga, ginamitan natin to ng G na 9.81 meter per second squared. Okay? So, tingnan naman natin yung given. So, binigay ba? So, 300 mm, okay, diameter ng pipe. Yung F natin is, yung ating length is naka-meters and kilopascal yung mga pressure. So, okay, magagawa natin yon. So, from the previous, din natin, this problem, or using Bernoulli's energy equation, so, inote natin. So, using Bernoulli's energy equation, or BEE, okay, and alam natin na may head loss to, we could say from that equation, we could derive that the head loss, which is equal to the head loss due to friction, is equal to P sub 1 minus P sub 2 over gamma. Okay? General equation yan. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ito yung ating equation for the head loss. So, this is equation of head loss from BEE. Ayan. So, considering yung ating mga mechanical energies, no? That is the velocity, ano pa ba? Yung ating energy elevation, elevation energy, and the potential energy, no? Yun. So, potential energy and pressure energy. In this case, mukhang pantay naman, straight line. So, ang gagamitin na lang natin, may iwan na lang, is pressure difference, which is binigay na sa atin using yung mga gauges. So, sabi sa atin kanina, yung isa 140 kilopascal, yung isa 126 kilopascal. So, madali na sa atin mag-solve. Okay? But first things first, let's compute, no? For the equation of head loss, gamit naman yung ating coefficient of friction. Okay? So, H of F is equal to, sabi sa atin dito, 0.0826. Ano yung friction natin? 0.025 multiplied by length. So, same yung mga length. So, 600 meters. Ayan. So, times Q, di natin alam. So, Q squared. Ayan. Di natin alam, diba? Over, yan, D, diameter. So, parehas may diameter, parehas, no? 0.3 or that is 300 mm. So, again, if we want to solve this equation, so magkakaroon tayo ng head loss in terms of Q, no, yun yung magsasolve natin. This will become, the value of head loss is equal to 509 876 Q squared. So this will be the equation of head loss. Yan, lagay natin. Kasi dalawa equation of head loss, diba? Equation naman to ng head loss from friction. Okay? Or using friction. So, ayan. So, ngayon, itong Q na to, na masasolve natin dito, if this is in SI unit, tandaan natin ha, SI unit na circular, so this will become, ang unit ito is cubic meter per second. Okay? In that sense, pwede natin makompute ang mga values ng Q sub 1 and Q sub 2. Paano? So, let's start by analyzing yung ating, or should I say, so, umpisa mo natin sa using L sub 1 na merong 600 meters. Ayan. So, ano nga ulit ang head loss nila for using BEE? Sabi sa atin, using BEE, head loss is equal to, ano daw yung difference between pipe gauges P sub 1 and P sub 2? That's 140 kilopascal, or pwede natin gamitin, tawag dito, pwede na tayong gumamit ng Pascal, pero in this case, no, i-retain na lang natin sa kilopascal. Okay? So, tingnan natin mabuti. Yun nga lang, kailangan natin tandaan, no, na yung ating Q, or should I say tama, yung ating Q doon, okay, ay naka-cubic meter per second. So, this is 140, yan, kilopascal. Okay? Lagyan natin. Okay, iglagay mo natin yung formula. That is P sub 1, okay, minus P sub 2 based dun sa given, no, over gamma. And kung gagamit tayo ng 140 kilopascal, dapat this is kilonewton per cubic meter. So this is 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. At ang result unit dito ay, which is equal to, ano lalabas sa sagot? So lalabas dito ay meter. Okay, meter na. So, etong H of F na to, pwede natin i-substitute doon sa formula natin. So, this will become, or this is equal to, ano din, 509.876 Q sub 1 squared. Bakit? Kasi gumagamit tayo ng L sub 1. Therefore, Q sub 1 natin, okay, will be equal to 0.167 cubic meter per second. Okay? Yan yung ating discharge sa una. So, ibig sabihin, check na natin itong discharge na to. So, meron na tayo. So, next natin is, alamin natin yung Q sub 2. Sige, lipat tayo ng page. Ito lang. So, this time, gamitin natin yung length sub 2 na meron din 600 meters. Ito naman yun. So, ito pa rin yung given natin. So, same na same. Okay. So, 6 sub yung atin namang length sub 2. So, ganun pa din. So, using yung ating head loss, using naman yung ating difference naman ng P sub 3, okay, and P sub 4 over gamma. Gamit naman yung dalawang gauges. Ayan, na nakalagay dito. Sabi sa atin, that gauges cause a difference of 126 kilopascal. Ito yung downstream, diba? So, this will become 126 kilopascal. Ayan, usad natin. 126 kilopascal over, kung kilopascal yon, dapat ang gamma mo is 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. Na equal din sa, ano nga ulit yung formula natin? That is 509.876 Q sub 2 squared. Kasi yun yung general equation natin. So, 509.876 Q sub 2 squared. Therefore, meron tayong makakompute na Q sub 2, okay, na equal sa 0.159 cubic meter per second. So, to solve, no? To solve for our loss, that's equal to Q sub N is equal to Q sub 1 minus Q sub 2. So, yung ating leak na our loss, amount loss is 0.167 cubic meter per second minus 0.159 cubic meter per second. It will give us a value of 0.008 cubic meter per second. Ngayon, since we are dealing with fluids or specifically water, so katulad kanina, no, kung mapapansin niyo yung previous problem natin, ang binigay sa atin ay liters per second. Kasi nga usually, maliliit to yung value. Or kahit malaki siya, liters. Kasi yun yung usual na tingin natin sa volume, no, at hindi cubic meter. So that's equal to 8 liters per second. Okay? So that is the answer for this discharge. Again, pwede pa rin naman yung cubic meter per second, pero dahil nga fluid to, liters per second yung ating unit na gagamitin. Okay? So this for problem number 3. Okay, now let's answer problem number 4. So oil with density equal to 950 kg per cubic meter and kinematic viscosity of 0.00002 square meter per second flows through a 300 millimeter diameter pipe that is 100 meters long with a head loss of 8 meters. If the relative of roughness or epsilon over d is 0.0002, calculate the flow rate. So in this problem, ito yung problem na yun, binigay sa atin lahat ng mga givens na pwede nating magamit. So let's write those given para makita natin kaagad. So, the density of oil binanggit is 950 kg per cubic meter. So, binanggit din sa atin yung kinematic viscosity. Gawin na natin in scientific notation, 2 times 10 to the negative 5. Yan, square meter per second. Okay? Tapos, binanggit din sa atin yung diameter ng ating pipe. Okay? That is 300 millimeters or 0.300 meters. Then, the length is 100 meters with a head loss, okay, na 8 meters. Relative roughness daw, epsilon over d is equal to 0.0002. Or pwede rin, equal din to sa, this value is also equal to 2 times 10 to the negative 4. This is dimensionless kasi ratio ito. Okay? Ang tanong sa atin is, calculate the flow rate. Remember, when we are going to solve for the flow rate, ang alam natin, no, ito yung ating kailangan isolve. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Yan. So, ang kailangan natin isolve, actually, is the flow rate. Ito yung unknown natin. Our unknown, or yung pinapahanap sa atin rather. Okay. Yung kailangan sa ating ipasolve, no, solve this flow rate. Q is equal to AV. Ano-ano nga ulit to? So, this Q is the flow rate. Okay. Flow rate ito. So, pwede siyang in cubic meter per second. Pwede rin in liters per second. Yan. Depende. Ngayon, itong A, this is the area or cross-sectional area. And this V is the mean velocity. Okay. Question. Mean area natin is square meter, velocity natin is meters per second. Yan. Yan yung ating mga kailangan isolve. Okay. From this problem, okay, or from this given, meron na ba agad tayo masasolve dito? Kasi ito yung kailangan natin. Dapat umabot sa point na masasolve natin ito. Yan. Q is equal to AV. Sa Q ba, meron na ba tayo masasolve? Wala. Yun yung unknown eh. Pero yung area, pwede. We could actually compute for the area. The area, okay, yan. Itong area natin, A is equal to pi d squared over 4. Yan. So, meron na tayong area. So, kasi meron tayong diameter. So, masasolve natin yon. Now, we could actually solve for that. Pero yung V, the mean velocity, wala. Okay. Ngayon, ang tanong is, saan natin kukunin yung mga parameters na yon or saan natin kukunin yung mga values na yon? So remember, meron tayong formula na gagamitin. No? So, looking at the given, at binigyan tayo ng this what we call relative roughness. No? So, relative roughness. Yan. Yung relative roughness is ginagamit sa Colebrook equation using yung Moody chart. Okay? Balikan natin. Sir, nasaan ulit yung Moody chart? Ito. So, yung Moody chart, okay, ito yan, may kinalaman yan dito sa roughness ng pipe, okay, and the value of the Reynolds number. Okay. Okay. So, dito, sabi sa atin, relative roughness daw ay ito. No? So, i-ano natin, i-highlight natin. So, ito yung ating relative roughness. Ayan, nakikita ba? Yan. 0.002. Ang problema ay, hindi naman natin alam kung saan papalo yung value ng ating Reynolds number. Hindi mo rin alam. No? Hindi mo alam yung Reynolds number, unknown sa'yo, kasi wala ka pang velocity. Diba? Rho dV or rho dV over mu or Vd over nu. Wala kang velocity. So, unknown. Unknown din sa'yo yung friction factor kasi wala kang velocity. Hindi mo mapaplat. No? Hindi natin makikita. Pero may heads up ka na dapat yung friction factor mo ay maglalaro lang sa mga values na to. Ilan yan? From 0.002 to 0.0025 o 0.00 to 0.025. So, nandyan yung value ng friction factor mo. Medyo malaki pa din dahil kada point something no, is of importance sa klase ng pipe. Kasi kung titignan nyo, kapag gumalaw na yung inyong friction factor, gumagalaw din yung inyong Reynolds number. Ito ay naka-scale ng ano ba to? Linear or tama, linear scale. Pero yung Reynolds number, yung relative roughness and friction factor, logarithmic. Kasi dito galing yan. Sa formula natin ng Colebrook na pinlat ni Modi. Ang problema, wala tayong binigay na plotting. No? So, pupunta tayo dito sa equation ni Halland. Okay? Yung Halland formula, yung gagamitin natin. Which is yung 1 over square root of f is equal to negative 1.8 logarithm of 6.9 over RE plus the relative roughness epsilon over d over 3.7 raised to 1.11. So, ganyan yung ating solution. Balikan natin yung problem. So, yung pala. So, tandaan, meron tayong isang formula na gagamitin. Ano nga ulit yun? The Halland formula. Yan. So, gagamit tayo ng Halland formula. Yan. So, ano nga ulit? Ang Halland formula. Ito, balikan natin. Yan. That is 1 over square root of 8 negative is equal to negative 1.8 logarithm of, ayan, 6.9 over RE plus epsilon over D over 3.7 raised to 1.11. Okay? So, i-rewrite natin dito para mas madali natin matandaan. So, that is equal to 1 over, yan, square root of F yan, is equal to negative 1.8 logarithm of, ito yon, so 6.9 over RE, yan, plus, quantity ulit, no? Kasi epsilon over D over, yan, 3.7, this is raised to 1.11. Yan. So, ginagamit natin yung Halland, kaya siya binanggit, no? Dahil, yung Halland kasi will give you almost the same answer ng using the Colebrook, pero ito without using the Moody chart. Okay? So, lalapit tayo doon sa sagot. Pero yun nga lang, sabi sa atin ulit, meron daw tong 2% variation. Okay? In terms of the Colebrook equation. Okay? So, ito yung formula natin. So, Halland formula, ayan, huwag kalimutan. Okay? So, next. So, since binigyan tayo ng friction head loss, so, kailangan nating hanapin din yung isa pang equation na gagamitin natin. Ano yun? Which is the Darcy-Weisbach. So, kasi nga, binigyan tayo ng ating head loss. So, ano ba ang Darcy-Weisbach? So, that is head loss due to friction is equal to FL over D, yan, multiplied by, okay, V squared over 2G. Ngayon ang tanong, sir, pwede ba naming diretsong gamitin ang 0.0826 FL Q squared over D raised to 5? Pwede naman. Okay? Pwede nyo namang gamitin yon. Okay? Ang tanong lang is, makakompute ba natin, meron na ba tayo makakompute na Q doon? No, yun yung question. Kasi sa Reynolds number, so, Yan, no? Yan yung ating ito ating Darcy-Weisbach. Okay. Yan. So next, ano pang kailangan natin? Kailangan din natin ng formula ng ng ating Reynolds number. Bakit? Kasi sa Hallan formula, merong Reynolds number. Okay, ito yon. So para makita nyo, yan. Meron kasi tayo ditong Reynolds number. Yan. Okay. So para makompute natin yan, kailangan natin ng computation ng Reynolds number. So, isa pang formula gagamitin natin is the Reynolds number. Yan. So, huwag nyo kakalimutan yon. So, since binigyan naman tayo ng kinematic viscosity, no, that is, Reynolds number RE is equal to VD over nu or kinematic viscosity. So, ayan. Ito yung tatlong formula na gagamitin natin. So, Hallan formula, the Darcy-Weisbach, okay? Dahil gagamit tayo ng for the head loss and the Reynolds number. So ngayon, paano natin siya isosolve? How are we going to solve this problem na yan ang binigay lang sa atin? 'Di ba? Sir, parang may kulang kasi hindi naman natin masosolve lahat yung ating problem dahil una, meron tayong mga malalaking unknown. No, una, unknown din sa atin ang F. Unknown din yung velocity dahil check ang area pa lang, take note area pa lang ang kaya natin ibigay at wala pa yung velocity. So paano na? Madediretso ba ito sa 0.0826 FLQ squared over d raised to 5? Hindi rin kasi hindi mo rin alam yung value ng F. Unknown pa ulit, 'di ba? So ngayon, ang strategy is ilagay natin yung formula papuntang Hallan with one unknown variable, which is in this case, yung ating velocity. So in this case, yung ating velocity, eto ngayon yung isosolve natin. Okay? Para masolve naman yung ating discharge. So, let's start our solution. So, isolve na natin. Yan. Yan. Bisa natin yung ating solution. Yan. So, let's start by solving the Reynolds number. So, umpisa muna natin. So, let's solve for the Reynolds number. Yan. So, our Reynolds number is R sub E, that is VD over nu. So, wala tayong velocity. So, ating velocity unknown, V multiplied by 0.3 okay, meters over kinematic viscosity, which is 2 times 10 to the negative 5 square meter second. Yan. So, yung ating Reynolds number will be in terms of the velocity. Yan. So, parang ano siya, in terms of V, ganon. So, that is equal to 15,000 V. Okay. Yan. So, unknown sa atin yung velocity. O, next, let's use the Darcy-Weisbach for the head loss. Okay, head loss to. So, binigyan tayo ng head loss value, pero wala kang F, diba? So, this will become H of F is equal to, yun yung kanina, Fn over D times V squared over 2G. So, binigyan tayo ng head loss na 8. So, 8 is equal to, yan, F, hindi mo alam. Length, binigyan tayo. So, that is 100 meters. Yan, 100 over the diameter na 0.3. Multiplied by V squared, hindi mo alam to. So, V squared over, yan, 2 times 9.81. Okay. So, yung value natin ng, tanggalin natin to. Yung value natin ng F will be dependent in terms of V squared. So, lalabas, no, dito na lang sa next page. So, ito pa rin yung sinasolve natin, Yan. So, lalabas sa atin, kunin natin yung formula kanina. Ito. Continuation. Yan. So, dito natin ilalagay. Yan. So, Darcy way back. So, may iwan na lang sa atin is FB squared. So, FB squared. Yan. So, yun nga. Hindi natin masasolve diretso, no? Yung ating value. Kasi nga, may unknown. Okay. This equal to 0.47088. So, F here is equal to 0.47088 over V squared. So, from those two formula, kanina, yung sinolve natin, tsaka ito, yan. So, ito, meron na tayo dito na i-babox ko siya ng green kasi kailangan natin ito makuha. RE natin is in terms of velocity, 15,000 V. At yung ating friction, coefficient of friction is 0.47088 over V squared. Yan. Okay. Ayan yung ating equation. Yan. Ayan yung ating dalawang equation. So, using those two equation, masasubstitute na natin yan dito sa ating Hallan formula. Okay? So, we will now use Hallan formula. Okay? So, sa Hallan formula, ano nga ulit yun? 1 over, yan, square root of f is equal to negative 1.8 logarithm of, ito, yan, 6.9 over RE plus, quantity ulit, epsilon over D over 3.7 raised to, yan, 1.11. Yan. So, pwede natin nang idiretso i-substitute. Paano? So, this will become 1 over, ano nga ulit yung ating square root ng F? So, square root ng F natin, ang F natin is 0.47088. So, 0.40788 over, yan, V squared is equal to negative 1.8 logarithm of, eto, yan, 6.9 over, ano nga ulit yung RE natin in terms of V? That is 15,000 V. So, 15,000 V plus, yan, that is epsilon over D or 0.0002 over, yan, 3.7 raised to, yan, 1.11. Okay. O ngayon, sir, paano to? Dalawa yung aming unknown. Since meron tayong value, mapapansin niyo na nasa loob ng square root at naka-denominator, that means this value will give you two possible values. Okay? Yung V. Pero, since we are dealing with iteration, hindi ka pwede mag-dictate ng V na equal sa 0. Dapat gagalaw. Okay? What do I mean is, if you enter this into your calculator, itong value na to, okay? If you enter this this equation sa inyong calculator, okay? The calculator will ask you to enter a value for V, or kung dinictate nyo yung on your calculator, okay, malamang tatanungin kayo, yung V ninyo is equal to X. Pero, yung calculator nyo, tatanungin kayo, ano yung value ng X? Okay? So, hindi kayo pwede maglagay ng value na 0. Therefore, dapat ilagay ninyong value is a value greater than 0. Ibig sabihin, gagalaw. Okay? Gagalaw or magkakaroon ng value yung velocity. If you enter, so try ninyo on your calculator, try to enter yung value ng x is equal to 1. Or pwede rin naman, x is equal to 2. Yan. I-try ninyo. Yun nga lang, mahaba to. No? Hahaba yung process. Kasi mag-iterate yung calculator ninyo. So, hindi na natin siya i-iterate iterative solution. Yung calculator na yung mag-iterate para sa atin. But we have to remember na yung ating value should not be set equal to 0. Dapat yung x natin is not equal to 0. Bakit? Kasi kukunin niya yung other side of the solution. So, kapag meron kayong calculator na may lalabas na, kapag 0 nilagay nyo, okay, so ito yung lalabas sa mga calculator ninyo. Okay, para lang mag-idea kayo. If you enter x is equal to 0, okay, your calculator will give you a value of x na ganito. 0.0004604. Yan. Meters per second. So, mabagal yan. Kasi nga, 0. Ngayon, if x is equal to 1, okay, or 2, malamang, okay, ganito ang ilalabas na value ng inyong calculator. 4.87679 meters per second. Mahaba pa yan, yung mga decimal places pa nakasunod yan. So ngayon, ano pipiliin mo? Kasi sabi natin, hindi tayo pwede mag-set na value na x equal to 0 kasi may velocity siya. So therefore, ito yung susundin natin. Ito yung value ng ating velocity. Therefore, para ma-solve natin yung ating problem, Q is equal to AV. So, meron tayong Q is equal to, ano yung area natin? Pi multiplied by d squared, 0.3 squared over 4. Yan. Multiplied by the velocity na na-compute natin. Ito yon, yung 4.876, yan, 71 na lang yan, meter per second. So, depende sa inyong sinasolve, pwede nyo i-store yung value ninyo, okay? Para hindi kayo malito. Or, pwede din naman, no, i-diretso ninyo siya, no, from the solution ninyo. So, it will give you a value, no, yung ating discharge na 0.344, yan, 7 cubic meter per second. Or kung hiningan kayo ng liters, ba kasi liters yung gawin sa inyo, is 344.70 liters per second. So either of these two is your final answer. Okay? So alin dyan? So ngayon, ang tanong, sir, paano namin malalaman, no, na Halland or Colebrook? Yun yung tanong. Kapag may sinabi na word na transition or binanggit yung term na using Colebrook, tandaan natin na si Halland, ginawa niya is, gumawa siya ng alternate solution dahil masasagutan mo lang ang Colebrook equation kapag meron kang Moody chart. Okay? Kasi nga, pinlat niya na to. Ibig sabihin, ano nga ulit yung ating Reynolds number? Sige. So, sabi natin kanina, 15,000 V. No? So, 15,000 times natin ng 4.87. So, nasa 73,000. So, 73,000, that is times 10 cube. O, banda dito. Banda dito yon. So, kung susundan natin to, itong 0.002, yan, yung graph niya. So, banda dito yung F pala natin, no? Papalo siguro dito. Yan. So, kung ito yung inyong susundan natin, yan. Kasi ito yung karugtong, no? Kasi syempre, tuloy-tuloy lang din to. Yan. So, nandito sa 0.01. Hindi natin alam kung ano yun. Baka 0.017 or pwedeng dumiretso siya, no? Hindi natin alam kasi yung graph baka nandito bago mag 0.02. Basta 0.01 or let's say 0.018 or 0.019. Nasa ganon yung inyong value. Pero hindi tayo sure kasi nga wala namang binanggit sa atin na gamit yung Moody chart. Okay? So, gumamit tayo ng alternate formula. So, pwede nyo rin naman din gamitin to. If you want to, no, pwede rin. Para ma-check ninyo, pwede nyo i-pause tong video na to. Then, gamitin nyo yung value, yung mga na-solve natin kanina. Okay? Ito. Okay. Ayan. So, pwede nyo gamitin din yung formula ni Colebrook, pero tandaan ninyo na yung F niyo ay ito, at ito yung inyong Reynolds number. Okay? From there, so, pwede nyo ma-check alin yung magiging final answer. Tandaan ninyo, yung velocity, hindi kayo pwede mag-input ng velocity na 0. Okay? Pag nilagay nyo sa calculator. Kasi nga, may known value yung inyong velocity. Okay? So, that is for our problem involving the friction head loss na merong relative roughness.